Welcome to The God Who Is. Recently a little video circulated around about some ducks who had been rescued from a bad situation in which they had never been exposed to water. And so it was so cool to see them set free next to this beautiful little pond. And at first they were very tentative and afraid of the water, and that as they saw their ducks in the water, they started to get in and splash around, and it was just awesome to see them enjoying that water, having a blast doing what ducks do in water. And with that thought in mind, just consider this. Yesterday I spoke with a student at Towson U who said he believed that we were nothing more than the product of a series of random chance mutations and chemical interactions in a universe that was purely materialistic and chance. And one of my thoughts for him to consider was that if all we were was material stuff, if that was our source, then wouldn't we be satisfied with just having our physical material needs met and satisfied? But we look at the wealthiest of people who have all the stuff and maybe physical health and everything, and often they're the most miserable also. So what's up with that? Why do we desire things that are not material if all we are is material? C.S. Lewis said it like this: creatures are not born with desires unless fulfillment of those desires exists. For instance, ducklings are born with a desire to swim. Well, they do have webbed feet and there is water. Babies feel hunger. Well, there is such a thing as food to satisfy the natural desire of hunger. Men feel sexual desire. Well, there is such a thing as sex for the fulfillment of that natural desire. But what if I find in myself desires which no experience in this world can satisfy? Well, then the most probable explanation is that I've been made for a better world. And I agree. We desire things that transcend all physical stuff, which should tell us something about us and our source. See, we desire connection with the God who is our source, who made us. Jesus said it like this to a woman he met at a well outside of town, and he'd asked her for a drink from this deep well, and she was giving him a drink, and he said, you know, everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give him will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give him will well up in him, will become in him a well of water springing up to eternal life. See, Jesus was talking about satisfying the spiritual hunger and thirst that drives us. And too often we look for physical stuff, or we turn to some addictive behavior, be it sexual addiction, or alcohol, or drugs, or gossip, or shopping, or gambling, or whatever it may be, food. We turn to all these things, material, thinking we'll find some sort of fulfillment for something that's non-material in nature. We're looking to fill that emptiness within. As Augustine said, thou hast made us for thyself, O God, and our hearts are restless until they rest in thee. We sing songs like, I can't get no satisfaction, back in the 70s or 60s, the Stones, and then I still haven't found what I'm looking for, said U2. But God has the answer for those questions, those thirsts, those desires deep within, for which there is no material satisfaction to be found. It's only in him. And that's why he came. Jesus said, I have come that you might have life, and life to the full, and life eternal. The ball's in our court. He has come. He did everything to display his love and passion for us, to be the fulfillment for our lack. And now our response makes all the difference in the world. We can say yes or no. Good luck with the no. Christmas should remind you that as awesome as it all is, you still will have most likely some relational disconnect that'll in some way cloud something There will be some disappointment with something someone didn't get or they wanted and it broke, or I don't know what, some issues. And you and I know this. And so we do get our hopes up that there'll be fulfillment. This time we'll get it all together and everything will be wonderful and I'll be fulfilled. And even if you achieve that, good luck on making it last, because we are wired to only find lasting fulfillment in being connected with this God who is